What's going on, y'all? Welcome back, episode 28 of the walkthrough, picking up at the Grand Cloister. With everything in the Lake of Rot done, it's time to move on, finish clearing up this area. Now, we did pick up a new katana last episode that might be worth talking about. This one is different, does not have any blood loss, which is kind of shitty because the Acid Ward does buff the weapon, but when you're not using it, it's just doing physical. But I mean, it's still really cool. So this is one of two katanas in the game that does not have blood loss. Now it is a very, very beautiful katana. You still got your katana moveset. Unfortunately, like I said, there's no blood loss. What there is, though, is a buff that is going to do frostbite and lightning damage. So it's going to add 160 to lightning, and it's also going to do frostbite buildup. So, frostbite does kind of, work a lot like bleed. It's going to knock off, bits of health. But, it would have been pretty cool. I mean, could you imagine having it buffed for frostbite and blood loss? That would have been pretty cool. So let's jump on over here, stick to the top, go on around. Get your golden rune 10, that is 5,000 runes, so very much worth our time. Drop golden centipede. We're just following this around again and dropping on down. So we're going to want to take out these pests. This also a tree spirit. Although I don't find those guys like super hard. They can be. This one in particular is pretty hard because of all the rot. And when these guys get involved and you're trying to cleanse while not getting hit too much, it's not exactly easy. We don't have to kill every single one down here, but I would definitely kill those guys for sure. Like, I would kill those guys. Ooh. Alright. So here's the thing. You're going to have to run up through the rot and trigger this guy. And then you're probably going to want to cleanse. Like, we're already rotted. So as soon as it starts rumbling, get the fuck going. And if you're not wanting to cleanse, you could probably just try to heal through it, but it's going to be hard. Get that heal as fast as you can. Dodge. Ooh, yep. And we're already rotted again, so we'll try to heal through. It's gonna suck. Come on. I mean, it's the same fight it's always been, right? Watch your dodge times, get those charge attacks. Yeah, that's pretty much impossible to escape for me. Good God, brother. Stagger already. What the fuck is really going on? Thank you. It should not have took that long. It should not have took that long. But, yeah. First try, I'll take it. Get your heals back. Golden seed. Flame cleanse me. And you're going to have to use flame cleanse me a few times, obviously. Because we're still kind of running through the rot here. We can go over here and get a smithing 6 though, which is nice. Because we probably have enough now. And then smithing 7, and we're going to start working on those. Like I said, it's only going to be enough to like really bring one weapon up. When, we actually do find enough of these until much later. But it's at least getting one weapon. So if you could choose wisely. At least having one weapon to get you through it, it's not the worst thing, right? But you're going to have to really be picky about what you choose because you're not going to have another choice for quite some time. I mean, even the second bell bearings for 3s and 4s isn't even to Altus Plateau, which is coming up, after this episode, but still, like we're sitting here 30 hours into the game, and only thing we could buy is smithing ones and smithing twos. That is it. That's only up to +6, and 30 hours in. That's fucking insane. That's not that you can't get a weapon up, because you can, but that's it. One weapon. So you're gonna, just be careful about what you choose. Do you remember, these guys have no voice whatsoever. You're also going to notice there were, 1,900 souls. So this, could be done way later in the game. And by getting that, means you're probably worth 1,600, yeah. This is probably on level with, like, Mountaintops of the Giants, like, which is far away, We're just gonna have to slowly work these guys down, heal through it. We're gonna clear this, and we're gonna go on into this very challenging boss fight. It's up there. When you learn the boss fight, I don't think it's bad, but your first time, it's definitely challenging. It's one of those ones where, I could sit here and try to guide you as much as I want, but it's like, you're going to have to learn the moveset, in my opinion. I'm going to tell you the moveset. You're going to see the moveset. But going in with one heal, not even by the time we kill this guy, because I hear you. Where is this? I swear to God, I just heard one. Oh, it's a fire. I was like, I thought I heard one slithering around. But the good news is, guys, there is a stake in America. So what I'm going to do is just get us to the boss so we don't have to go through this bullshit again, right? So this can be a dagger. I think it's for quality. I thought it would be for, yeah, so it's really dex. So I thought it would be more for, like, arcane, because Rot, I always thought skilled with arcane. It seems like it would, but I guess, it doesn't skill with anything. Let's actually check that out. So if I went down here, now we got our craft book. We can craft rock grease. So no scaling on anything. None of this stuff does. I never looked at it before. Even the magic grease, nothing. So it's just for everybody. Just, identifying enemies' weaknesses and knowing which grease to use. But as soon as you get to the end, we got our coffin, and we're just pretty much going to take out Estelle, go over her boss remembrance, and the boatload of runes she gives us, well over 100. Or at least around, it's like 130, something like that. But we are going to die the first time to get our heals. But yeah, as soon as we cover all this stuff, guys, we will be, getting into deeproot depths. We're trying to close on out the underground in completion, 100% done with it. We don't have to go back for it. We got all the good shit out of it. We're good to go. Now, Estelle's like that big ass bug thing. It's been shooting the rocks at us in the underground, but just the prime version of that. So she's going to be on her feet this time. She's not going to be hanging. She's not going to be weak. What she's going to do is fire a holy beam of magic at you right when you start. So if you do want to use your mimic, just know if you use mimic and you lose a third of your health and she hits you with that beam, you're dead. Besides that, she can sting you with her tail from behind. It comes over her head, coming like a scorpion. She has waves of darkness. It sends 3 huge circles on the ground that expand out like literal waves. She can also make it rain meteorites, and you kind of see as we go along, there's quite a bit to look out for. So as you usually first are going to go in, if you want to summon Mimic, what you want to do, dodge. Summon Mimic now. Then you can heal through it. I'm just going to kind of fuck off here and show you guys the moveset. Staggering works well. She also does Nebula. That's what that's called, where she throws those bubbles in front of you. So if you can get some charged attacks, it's going to be your best friend here. She can also grab you and eat you. That's obviously a one-shot. I feel like I was fat rolling there. We're just obviously focusing on her head here. That's Wave of Darkness. Yep. You usually want to run back if you have the room. And I thought we could stagger her. And then you're going to see her teleport. When that happens, and I run into her for meters, they'll probably still hit you. Yeah. But the chance is less. Now, you have officially seen every one of her moves besides her, like, you know, her true one shot where she picks you up and kind of snaps you with her mouth. Now we go on, and again, we're going to use Mimic and put her down. It's just a patience game. So you see, that's when you want to summon Mimic. You want to dodge that first. Now, I don't know if she's weak to Blood Loss because I've never done a bleed build. So I couldn't tell you, but we'll find out. Stop interrupting my shit. Like I said, we're trying to punish her head here, obviously. You can hit her elsewhere, but... There it is. Get that stagger off. Try to land a big hit or two. Notice I timed that. So if you time that perfectly and roll out, you should be okay. And that's the best way to dodge that. Oh, you bitch. Same thing, guys. We want her head. She even hits you once, she'll do that shit. But all in all, you know, I do believe the fight's pretty easy to learn, at least. And that's going to get you Estelle's Remembrance and also Estelle Natural Born of the Void trophy. So I told you guys before, most of this platinum stuff is like, I mean, look at that, we hardly even used to heal. It's going to be picking up all the bosses, like killing all the bosses, picking up those trophies, 3 secret endings, and collecting items. It's that simple. It's nothing too crazy. Visiting the round table hole gets you a trophy. Bringing up a weapon to +10 gets you a trophy. So when we actually get to our main weapon, we you know, we're gonna bring it all the way up since we get to it, and that's gonna be nice. That's why I'm saving these. So the second we get that weapon, it's at +10. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be really, really, really nice. And I was wrong. It's like 70,000. That's okay. So from here, as you notice, we've worked our way down, you know, from Nokron into the Lake of Rot, and then to Estelle and her boss arena. But right here, you're going to notice a little something. This is just an elevator, so if you click, it sends you right on up to right around here, and that's how you get to Moonlight Altar. But before we can even enter that, what we need to do, and we could have actually done this a little bit back, but we need to go to where Renala is, and that ring we got after we took out Blythe. That is going to open up this chest in here. Now, this is just a quest item. Or no, this gets us the ring. We got the key is what we got, and that gets us the ring. Sorry, I said it backwards. So, with that ring that works as a key, we can go back to Estelle, Natural Born of the Void, Site of Grace. And that seal is no longer there. That ring is part of Ronnie's quest line, and all we have to do to go get the hidden, very hidden trophy ending for Ronnie is just go up here to a church, drop in a hole, and talk to her, and that's it. We also pick up Darkmoon Greatsword. So as I mentioned, you know, when you get towards halfway through the game, every single class is going to have the strongest weapon for their build, Darkmoon Greatsword. If you're doing a mage or, you know, hybrid mage, This is a great sword that does frostbite. It's really cool looking. It's so much fun to use. I wish we could have done this build. It's a lot of fun if you're doing. I liked it a lot with the Dex Intelligence. It gets mainly magic damage and intelligence damage and frostbite damage. However, there still is some strength and dex scaling. You know what I mean? So it still worked very nice for dex. And then, like I mentioned, dex does shorten the spellcasting time as well. Now, as we get up here, we're going to be attacked again by Abdullah, that huge dragon that was, in front of Ronnie's Rise. But this is the real version of her, much stronger, much more powerful, much more health. And we'll come back here and we'll fight her and take this stuff out at a later time. We could beat her, but this isn't the underground anymore. This is a whole new place. So because of that, you're gonna find a lot of starlight shards. A lot. You can just keep going around collecting the hell out of them. But because this is a new area, we're gonna, do this when we get to it. Now, when we complete this, Ronnie's quest is dead, and Ronnie's quest is done, and everybody is dead. So we kind of got to do a little Bell Baron run. Go get Blythe's armor set. Go get his weapon, phenomenal strength intelligence weapon. We're gonna go get Padilla's Bell Baron. We're gonna go get Solvis's Bell Baron. We're gonna go get Eegee's Bell Baron. So I would probably, light your lantern here. You do got your side of grace if you miss your legs and die, but. Now we can go on down. And talk to Ronnie. This is obviously going to trigger a cutscene. And Ronnie's pretty much telling you, hey, I'm going to meet you at the end of the game. Like, when you beat the game, choose my ending. Because all the endings you unlock are going to be like summon signs on the ground. Then at the end of the game, just pick your ending. So we'll be able to back up or save, then just go through each ending. And that is you putting a ring on her finger. You're going to become her consort. You're not locked in for this ending. You can make a choice. So don't worry about doing these prerequisite steps. Like, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
So
you'll be able to choose which ending you want.
Perhaps I go now. I bid thee. Travel, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more.
So once all is done, we'll see each other once more. So I'll meet you at the end of the game. Then right here, just wait for it. Wait for it. And you just got one of the legendary ornaments you need for platinum and one of the most powerful, highest damaging weapons in the game. I heard people online saying this weapon was lackluster, and it's one of the only weapons in the game that gets over 800 AR. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And that's on top of getting frostbite built up at 55. You know what I'm saying? A lot of magic damage, a lot of physical damage. 38 int requirement, 16 strength, 11 dex. Even with the strength requirement being higher, I'm pretty sure the scaling is equal. Did I put it on? I wanted to show it. I don't know why I jumped to the bottom. Right here. This thing is, it's nasty, man. This thing is, hands down, one of the best weapons in the game. Like, hands down, one of the best weapons in the game. I'd probably put it top 3. Like, out of 300 weapons, I'd put this weapon top 3. No doubt about it. It is fucking phenomenal. It is that good. So, great sword swings, but you get frostbite, right? I don't reach the requirements for it, but if I did, what you do, the Astro 4, you hit L2, and it does this, and it buffs it with really shining, bright frostbite magic buff, and then you're just really, 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 getting off your frostbite, and then your R2, if you notice, it's different than other great swords. So instead of slamming down, what it does is it throws out arcs of frostbite. And it's a huge arc, so it's ranged, you know what I mean? And they travel, and they do a lot of poise breaking. A lot. But if you're able to hit them with the sword while the arc's coming off, you're just gonna fucking melt everything. Literally, I was fighting bosses, and I just watched, like, fucking 30% of their health come off every time I do that hit. I mean, and, then it actually proc. Yeah, It's crazy good, guys. It's one of the best in the game. I mean, what more is there to say? You know what I mean? It's really fun. I would definitely consider going to an ant build right now to use it until we get something new. But I don't want to waste my upgrades. But it'd be fun to play around with it for a bit, right? So from here, we're gonna go up and talk to Enya and go over this boss remembrance. I don't care for this one much. It is for intelligence, of course, but still. So one thing's Ash of War, and then you have Bastard Stars. This is a flail. Don't really care for flails, but it does get physical. It gets magic damage, and the Ash of War Nebula does what Estelle was doing with all the bubbles. Pretty much the same Ash of War as Estelle's wing. And that's what I was trying to explain to you guys earlier with Estelle's wing and the Ash of War on it. Makes bubbles come out. It's very similar to what Estelle was doing. It's, a wing that fell off of her. So, it's real similar to everything she was doing. So you do get the flail and the Ash of War. You actually have to pay 10,000 runes for these, though. So this is for colossal weapons. Waves of darkness, you slam your weapon in the ground. And you do the same waves of darkness she was doing. But for us, you gotta eat good, you know what I mean? You gotta eat, y'all. Let's go ahead and gobble them on up. 30,000 souls. And deeproot depths, we're gonna be getting a lot of big runes. So level 101, y'all. 101. I kind of overkilled it on that, but it's gonna help us towards our next level. So look at that. Already almost at 40 decks. Where we stop on arcane 30? That's okay. We'll be 40 soon enough. Okay, so from there, let's go ahead and tighten up Ronnie's quest line. So we're going to go to Ronnie's chambers. The Ronnie's quest is effectively done for sure. But the thing of it is, we have more stuff to do revolving with it. You could actually look through that. So here's Blythe not believing that he would ever do anything to hurt her. And unfortunately, we have to take him out. Because, the two fangers got a hold of him. And they want him to take her out. So because of that, he's got to go. He can't help it. That's what's so sad about it. Blythe's a good dude, and he can't help it. It's, how they made him. The Black Knives have come for him. They've also come for EG. God. Yep. They'd probably kill you. You see the damage he does. Just like the Shadow version of him. There you go. One of the better armor sets in the game, the Rural Greatsword Colossal Magic Weapon with Frostbite on the Ash of War only. So it does not have Frostbite, but the Ash of War does do Frostbite. Just one nice slam. I would like to show this one off too. Like I said, if a weapon is worth talking about, we'll talk about it. There's 300 weapons in the game. We're not going to address all of them, but look at this thing. Bro, it's just a beautiful, beautiful weapon. You get magic damage. I told you guys I don't care for colossal weapons, but if there's one I was going to use, good chance of being this. For one, it's got nice high swings. Like, you can actually get your weapon off the ground. Like, some colossal swords seems like they hardly ever leave the ground. You're swinging them so low. It's just a really nice, solid moveset, a lot of stagger. And the Ash of War is going to jump up like he does, and then does an explosion of frostbite at the end. But yeah, magic, physical, more magic than physical from the looks of it here. I've never, actually used it. And if you were to read about it, Wolf's Assault. Infuse a greatsword with frost, then perform a forward somersault to plunge it into the ground, then pull it out to release a cold blast. So, really cool. Really fine choice. For strength, I don't know if it's the best, there might be better ones on paper, but that's probably what I would go with, As far as strength 8, you guys pretty much have all yours. There's one more I could think of in Mountain Gelmer, and that's pretty much it. So from here, we're going to go on down, talk to Sullivus's dead body, and get that bell bearing. Everyone involved for requests are just pretty much dead. Even all EG. EG isn't dead until you talk to him, and then he will die. And here's Solvus, dead as a doornail. I stated before, if you want the Magic Scorpion Charm, something I would do on New Game Plus. Then you go ahead and get his set as well. Then we're going to go on down and talk to Padilla, get his bell bearing. So Padilla, his puppets killed him. It's pretty obvious. And you'll see here in a minute. And it's too late for Padilla. You can't even swing your weapon here. I didn't understand my first game. Playthrough was actually going on. And I was like, oh shit, let's try to save him. But no, he's not going to be saved. Okay, from there, let's go talk to EG. After you talk to EG, he's just kind of, you'll see.
Oh, there, have you heard? Along the dark, it would not have been as lady you.
So your last time to purchase anything, have we not got that yet? Shit. Just so we can get all of our talismans, guys, let's try to snag that up real quick. I mean, you know, all the talismans you can get on a single playthrough. I mean, I don't know. Are we going to miss any talismans? I'm sure there's... Well, we're going to miss Magic Scorpion Charm, but besides that, I don't know.
How did he break free? No. Live, I made him. I'll catch her when I do.
I meant to show you guys Blob down that cell. I talked about it, but we didn't actually show it. Got sidetracked. It's not something you need to do. Now you're going to see EG here pretty much just burned away with black flame. That's because these fucks attacked him. But he took out one here, he took out one there. He took out, there's more laying around here somewhere, like farther back and stuff. But yeah, EG went down with the fight, you know what I mean? So, you gotta respect it. That's EG. Now, there's the other one. EG went down swinging, you gotta respect it, you know what I mean? Good for him. Now, from here, we're gonna jump over to Great's Waterfall Crest and start getting started on Deeproot Depths. So, we already started out here last episode. We went ahead and took out the mini boss here, got the weapons, did some stuff over there. So from now, what we're going to do is jump up these routes. And this is why I tell you guys to follow along in order, otherwise you probably won't have this, you know. But we do, so we're going to keep on going. Getting up here. This fall might actually kill you. No. Okay, cool. Now there's going to be a cave. So typically when you first come here, you're going to see this. Oh, let me just run straight across, get to the other side. And you can do that, but you'd miss out on your platinum because there is a legendary legendary incantation over here you need. And a lot of really big runes, like at once. So it's really cool. All these runes, we're about to get like 5 Newman runes. Newman runes are worth 12,500 apiece. So we drop down there and go into this cave. Now this cave is going to have more ants than you've seen in this game, for sure. So there's like queen ants. There's multiple in here. There's 5. It's worth taking these fuckers out. Every time you take her out, pop, you get a Newman rune and a rune arc. Alright, get off me, buddy. Okay, so you're gonna notice up here there's a bunch of these fucks. Let's see if we could swarm and fly them. So they should be pretty weak to blood loss. So you're literally getting blood loss off every time they get hit. I should probably take him out, I would think. Oh no, tough guy is it? Alright, well, it just sucks. There's so many of these fucks down here. There it is. Let's go ahead and just buff up. And you can use Torrent, so keep that in mind. God, we're dead. It'd be nice to have a good old Ash of War that we could, you know, get some good shit off. But this is Elden Star's legendary incantation need for your platinum. Did we get him? I do think we got them all. Alright, let's go and get, you know, kind of clean up. They're weak to fire, so. Use this to our advantage. Use your other damage round. Other rune arc. Okay. Now back here behind all of them, we'll be able to get another Somber 6. So even though Deeproot Depths is like, I think, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Lake of Rot you're supposed to do last, but I always, you know, have done Deeproot Depths last, but it feels like it should be the last area. But to be honest, you're not getting as big as stones down here, so like you're gonna get a 6 and a 7. I mean, multiple 6s and like 1 or 2 7s, but there's no 8s, there's no 9s. Alright, so from here we're gonna jump on this branch. And we're really running through these legendary incantations and spells. I mean, there's still quite a few more, but once you get towards the end of the game, you just kind of get them back to back. Alright, so from here, we're just going to kind of ignore everything. We'll come back for it. But these guys just kill you quick, and there's a side of grace right over here. So we won't have that run back. So I think it's just smarter to just, you know, to do it now. The fuck's supposed to be straight across. Oh, okay. I'm like, where the fuck is it? Also, while we're here, I'm gonna pop all these, grab a level. We're at 40 decks. Now we can go back, and we don't have to clear all this stuff out. I mean, they're just ants. So since they're just ants, we're just gonna kind of run through, get all the loot, a couple runes, grease, glowworks, stones. There's one item way down that branch over there. It's just some holy grease, but I guess we'll pick it up. Why not? We're right here. So what I like to do is I like to run all the way down and kind of just get off torrent towards the end. And if you go back to the left, I think it's just nascent butterflies. I can't remember anything else here. I don't have anything else written down, so. Alright, so we're good to move on. There's also a little spot on the right. You kind of go under these branches, and it just kind of leads you to the same place we're going. So, alright, so just keeping the waterfall on your left, heading straight north here. There's a waterfall over there to your right. It has a big ass room bear in it, but we can get to it from the top. And then we have like these disabled gargoyles. They do breathe fire, but they're so weak. You know, one charge hits a stagger. It's not too bad. And let's move forward. We have to get our map right here. And we can go straight down here into this building. There's going to be another gargoyle. I like to just kind of get to the left and hide behind this body if I get it in time. Give me the time to get in here and put him down. If you're using, it's really fun too. So grab vacuum slice. It's that Astral War they were doing. You know, off their great swords. But if you're using Dark Moon and you buff the weapon and do a charged heavy, you kill them in one hit and just like explode them with crossbite. It's a lot of fun. Now in here, there's gonna be a lot of death basilisks. So you can take them all out if you want. You know, they're gonna corner you and get that death blight off. So because of that, I wouldn't really recommend fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? We're about dead already. So just kind of want to go around in here, get your stuff, and get the fuck out. If you ever get confused about the navigation, you can pull up your map. You're just going to have to really zoom in on those ruins. And this is going to go up, but the top is the end of this place. So what we're going to do is just go straight on through. As soon as you get to the end, if you go to the left, it's going to be a site of grace. Another little graveyard, and you will see another coffin. This coffin is just going to take you over to Angel River, giving you like a second chance to do that if you were to miss it. So we're not going to take that, but we are going to, you know, go and grab everything. There's going to be a lot of mausoleum knights here. Most of them do death blight buildup. So watch out, like I told you guys. It'd be good to use that Sacred Order spell so you can cleanse death blight, but you do need 11 faith, 11 intelligence. You also got your rejuvenating boluses for that as well. And from this point on, we're gonna, because it drops down over here too, and there's a whole nother section. So what we're gonna do is just kind of circle around this part, getting all of our pickups, and you know, pretty much have this part knocked out. There's Smith 5 there. There's not really else much here, honestly. We've already got most of it at the top part, anyways. You do want to go on behind here. And there's gonna be a lot of gargoyles on those branches. They're gonna be, you know, shooting fire at you while you're trying to climb the branches on torrent. It's kind of a pain in the ass, so we'll have to navigate that in a particular manner. Go all the way out to the north end. Come over this way, grab the globe word. The other items at the bottom of the waterfall. You can get some formic rock there if you want, but other than that, we're just going to kind of take this on up. Grab your shit. Now, you're going to take a little bit of damage, not much. And another Smith 7. So even those are adding up now. Damn, we have 11 sevens? 21 sixes? Damn, we're gonna be up at like plus 20 fucking 1. If we can get one more, we'll be at plus 21. I didn't realize we got that many at this point. I don't do much with basic weapons. Alright, so after all that, we're going to go ahead and drop on down. And once we do, we're going to the far left. And we're going to get on up here and take out the mausoleum from the top. No mausoleum, no mausoleum knights. That's how it works here, at least. It doesn't always work that way, but it does, you know, work that way more than not. But we're just, you know, going southwest. And there's going to be another cave with another broom bear here, and we'll kind of get that on the way out. But for now, we'll take him out. Fuck it. Let's get him. You coming? That big one, he obviously has a death flight. No, 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 no. Oh, that was close. Alright. That's just a drop. But over here is a Somber 7. Now we're about to go on up and fight a Crucible Knight. So this is the Spirit variant of a Crucible Knight, and it's not just a regular one. This is actually a boss fight. Beating him gets you his spear and his armor set. So we're going to take this, jumping up to the right, going up here, grab a stone sword key. We're going to drop, go on up, and he's going to be on the left, and there's going to be a bunch of soldiers to the right, so do be careful. Definitely put on a parachute for this one, unless you know, you have your own way of fighting them by now. I have mine, you have yours, you know, but damn, he's not big on letting you heal, obviously. Damn, bro, he does a lot of fucking damage. Yeah, as you see, it's probably the toughest spear variant in the game. We'll get him. There isn't a, you know, Stake America, but it's not far. Because once you get that side of Grace, all you do is just go down to the left and take up your Spirit Spring. Alright. Do it again. I like to stay buff. I guess it don't matter. It's not like he ever will, you know, take any blood loss damage. I know my time's not fucking off, bro. Ain't no way. Thank you. Just, you know, prepare for the long game here, y'all. Prepare for the long game. Also, keep in mind, bringing up Mazikors can get you more, you know, critical damage. Bro, I never used to miss on this fucker. Never. I've done so many no-hit runs on him. It might be a bit rusty. I do like when they give you the good setup. Dodge. Let's put him down. That's gonna get you his weapon, Soloria's Tree. Or Soloria's Tree Spear, or what is it? Yeah, Soloria's Tree. So, the Holy Strength, badass choice. Very much a colossal weapon for sure. But still. Now we come here and get his armor set. We might swap it out and put on something new. I don't really like the whole tree vibe, but it's not a bad set. Looks good with our setup too. There's another variant we get, an Altus. It's actually really nice. Okay, so from here, you can kill these guys if you want. As I mentioned, as soon as we drop the mausoleum might go bye-bye. So we're going to go up to the left first. And we're just grabbing items here. Like I said, you are going to get a few 6s. Wait, no, that is on the other side. I'm like, I don't remember you being here. Alright, so that's your Somber 6. I do believe we get one more 7 after the Room Bear as well. Now we're going to go to the right. And up the right, there's a few different paths we want to take. First of which, you're just kind of going straight. And get down here to the bottom right. And we got to get up on this big building too. I was just kind of focused on the loot there for a second. Deathblight, no. So you gotta be pretty comfortable in Torrent for this, in my opinion. Bridge gets real little. Sometimes he makes it easy for you. Another 6. Now we're gonna jump back to the branch again. This is where you want to be comfortable in Torrent. As you see, it's pretty thin. As you go out, we're gonna go right on this big one. Take it all the way to the end and jump. Sometimes it looks like the gap's too big, but you will make it. Because the skulls on this one are actually at the top. Thought there's one back here. I guess not. Is it on the ground? No. Just watch your feet. Sometimes it's like on the side of the wall. Sometimes they're on the ground. And if you're swinging at a skull and it's not breaking, it's because you've already broken enough. And it's about to come crashing down and kick you right off. Damn, I actually broke every single one this time. Should be going down. And it's so cool too. Watching the ride. Be careful trying to jump over the knockback. I've done that before and got myself killed. I don't know if he ended up squishing me or if it was like fall damage, but now we can go on in here. You can duplicate whatever you want, or you can wait. If you're a faith build, I would wait. This boss has 2 really devastating incantations. So just so you have multiple choices, we can duplicate those far. And if you just want the runes, you know, think. Some are worth quite a bit. You know, some of these boss remembrances are worth quite a bit. So from there, how much time have we got left? 47 minutes. It's going to be close. We might have to stop at the actual boss fight. I do believe we can get on up. Are really close to it. Make sure there's Smith and 6. And you have to kind of just stay on the edge here. It's the southwest edge. A couple little things to pick up, nothing too crazy. Oh no, there's the summons, I think. The Mausoleum Knight summons. The Smith and Stones aren't too shabby either. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of Torrent for this one. Now, as I said, you know, no Mausoleum Knights, so, you know, obviously this is going to be much easier to do. There's just a shit ton of these guys. Alright, so next we have some items towards the northeast edge, which I do believe we already got those. We got the Somber 6, but towards the waterfall, right over here. One thing. Fighting a Great Bolt. Now we're just going to kind of follow it around and go on up into a cave and fight a Room Bear. Only have 3 heals. Wish me luck. These are, you know, I mean, we're mid-game, but mid-game starts to feel like in-game sometimes with these enemy strength. And their health especially. It's our 2 of our 3 charge, bam. very consistent with 3 charged heavies. Oh no. One attack I can't shake. There you go. Get your Somber 7 from him. Where is it? There it is. He's just kind of guarding it. It's not like a, you know, a guaranteed drop from taking him out. It's just kind of something he's guarding. So there's your map. We never even looked at it. This is where, you know, we came in. Over here. We crossed the branch. That was our other side of Grace. We ran under the roots into the waterfall. Cleared the ruins. At the side of Grace where all the gravestones were. Dropped down here. That's where Siluria was. Mausoleum's like right here, and that's the cave. So bring it all around for you. But we are going to jump back to the Nameless Eternal City side of Grace. And it's time to start working our way up top. Now we got all that, but that's definitely a level, so let's go ahead and grab it. Told you we'd be between level 100 and 110 before we even fucking got to all this. Absolutely absurd. There's some people who are at this level when they beat the game, and we're only like halfway. Maybe halfway. Maybe not even. Close to halfway, I'd say. We've only done 3 of like 8 regions, so some of them are smaller though. So as we work our way up, we're going to be dealing with a lot of these assholes. So first we are going to go to the left. Probably want to try to, I'm thinking, I usually always do this on Torrent, but it just depends how comfortable you are. Because you got to kind of juke around this shit pretty fast. So it's going to go to the left, kind of follow it around, and take these guys out as we get up. So that's Prince of Death staff. If you're doing Faith Intelligence, that's the best staff in the game for you, but you're going to have to get those stats pretty high. But, you know, it's a Faith and staff. So Death Sorceries, that's what you want. Staff embedded with sullied amber said to be the very part of the Prince of Death. Enhances death sorceries. So as I said, no skill or nothing. And I think it's just regular smithing stone upgrade. I have to check that out. Like I said, I didn't do much with intelligence. I dabbled with it before, but I can't remember if that was something I tried. Because I definitely did a Faith Intelligence build too. But I'm talking, this is, you know, a year and a half ago or some crazy shit. Long time ago. So from there, we're going to get to the right route. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I think it's just Basket, yeah. This is where it gets really, really tricky. Because that fire travels so fucking far, guys. As soon as you see her opening, they will knock you off of this. We're going to try to get past him. Get all the way up. Get the side of Grace. Still quite a bit to do. Not really, just, you know, quite a bit to grab. But now we can kind of work it from behind. Just remember, no gargoyles, no fire. That's, you know, that's what's important. Because it'll go all the way down that branch. It's got to knock you the fuck off. This is the hard one to get around. There's a high chance of fucking your shit up. As soon as you get here, try to jump over onto this branch. Like I said, it's tricky. It's tricky to do. If you don't feel like you need this stuff, don't worry about it, right? So. Then after that, we get the first test step. Alright, let's go for Mr. Roombear. And this is like the last thing before the boss fight. It's not just a boss fight either. It's Via's quest. There's going to be some invasions happening, and then it ends with a big, big boss, and then closing out Dee's brother's side quest. So what you want to do is, as you see, we kind of just jump down here on this platform. It should put us right where we need to be. So if you struggle with room bears and you're worried about it, this is probably... I mean, he's probably as bad as that last one. It wasn't too bad, but, you know, like I said, if it's an enemy you struggle with, I know a lot of people do. I don't find them hard, but there's some enemies I find hard that other people don't. So just, you know, everyone's different, you know. But if you do struggle with them, as you guys see here, you can kind of just, you know, spam his ass with some stuff. Look at that, already 3,000 damage. But we're going on down to handle business, because I like this fight. I don't know why. Don't know why. But it's fun. It actually didn't screw us over critical that time. That's nice. Oh, I never switched my shield. There it is. This is going to get you upgrade Death Talisman. So, Prince of Death. That is going to, and we're getting back to across the roots. That's going to increase your resistance to Death Blight. So it would have been nice to probably get it at the beginning, but it's okay. We'll be alright. So, 67. Good Lord in heaven. Can we get 30,000 real quick? Pretty damn close. So I like saving these. This boss could obviously be pretty tough, so I'd spend a level. Plus, I like to do this at the end of the episodes anyways, for the most part, you know. Alright, guys, so we are going to wrap up here. Next episode, we're going to have Blitz Dragon Fortisax. We're going to wrap up Via's quest line and unlock a non-trophy secret ending. We're going to do some invasions, get some cool stuff, and a teleporter that's going to take us right to the capital, right inside the gate. So if they're, you know, if you're struggling with the Draconic Tree Sentinel, if you've gotten to that, you have not been able to get past him, don't worry about it. This teleporter will take you in. But regardless, we're taking all, you know, we're doing 100%. I'm just saying, if you are struggling, you want to get into the capital, you know, it's a way to do that. But either way, we're going to wrap up here. Next episode, we'll finish off this little section, then get on into the abandoned coffin at the beginning of Altus Plateau. Start working our way up to, you know, Mount Gelmir, and then we'll, you know, it'll be Altus Plateau and then the capital. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.